Hey everybody, this is Cameo Punk, and today we're gonna discuss a very interesting game. It's the remastered edition of Nancy Drew Secrets Can You Kill? If you're really excited for this episode, hit that thumbs up button. I really would appreciate it if you liked this video. Uh, as far as a goal, I would say no more than like 5. So let's just dive on in. According to the case file, a young student has been found dead on school property, and it is up to us because a undercover detective is wanting us to help him investigate the murder. So, yeah, that's essentially pretty much it. We're investigating a murder of a student, and the title is called Secrets Can Kill, so there's probably going to be like cryptic stuff and yada yada yada. We're gonna go with the junior detective because I'm not that great with the puzzles. Unless I'm using a walkthrough, I'm not gonna lie, I've used walkthroughs.
Dear Dad, who would have dreamed taking a vacation to visit Aunt Eloise in Florida would result in another case? Seems a student named Jake Rogers was murdered at the high school last week. And an undercover police detective wants me to pose as a student to search for any leads at the school. So it's undercover I go. I'm calling this case
Okay, so
Secrets
now
Can
we've entered
Kill.
Aunt
Love,
Eloise's
Nancy.
house. That's where we're currently staying. She's left us a note saying that she's gonna be gone for a while, the library's locked up, and that the key's in the safe, and not to make sure we don't use like the wrong combination, because that would be bad. Here. Now, essentially, when it comes to a Nancy Drew game, look everywhere. Just look everywhere. Because there's answers to everything just hidden everywhere. I'm just gonna just simply say, like, there is an answer everywhere. And if you do follow a walkthrough, still follow it through and everything, because you get the Easter eggs, you get the hidden stuff, the unknown stuff, blah 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 blah. But you get everything that you need, and it kind of helps the character. So if you don't even remember it, still follow the walkthrough true because you're playing as a character. So it's like making sure that character knows what's going on, even though you've already used the walkthrough and so on and so forth. I'm gonna skip through this a little bit because I don't really want to have to, deal with you just boring you about this puzzle. So give me a second. Okay, so now we finally figured out the puzzle piece. We've got that situated now, and it gives us not her grandmother, her aunt's login name and password for the school computers. So that's gonna come in handy later. Now you can't go back and try and find the password again, because then you're gonna have to redo the puzzle. So don't expect to let that be simple or easy. Okay, so now we've explored the foyer. Let's go and explore the living room. And I'm gonna be honest, this is the kind of furniture that I would normally see at my mammal's house, not my dad's side of the family, because this just, it looks like our house, just different colors. So it's quaint. I'm gonna say that it's quaint, somewhat quaint. There's a book you can open up and look at, which is a story that we don't really essentially need to read about. I don't know why I looked at it. There's TV. That's going to be important later on, of course. And there's another book to look at. Oh, look, it has a key. Oh, it's the key to the teacher's lounge. Okay, that's good. Now we can go into the teacher's lounge. In high school, it was mostly said that you could go into the teacher's lounge, and or at least when I was in high school, there's some quarters. Yeah, if you look for stars in an area, if you're not following the walkthrough, if that's not kind of your deal, look for little hidden stars all over the map because it gives you quarters, and the quarters help you play the games that you'll see later on in the diner, or the game and the jukebox at the diner when we get there. Now we've looked everywhere in the house. It's kind of the only two places we can go into the house. Just the living room and the foyer. So now what? I guess we'll just head out. Yeah, just leave. So. Oh, we got a phone call.
Nancy
Hello?
Drew, Detective Beach here.
Hello?
How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Frustrated, Nancy. I need some leads, and you're my man. Woman, teen, student, whatever. I'll be at Maxine's diner. Come see me when you found out anything. All contact should be through me.
Can do. So what's our cover?
Our what?
Our cover. Who should I say you are if anyone sees us and asks?
Oh, right. I'll be your uncle. Uncle Steve. I gotta go now. If you need anything else, come see me at Maxine's. I'm wearing glasses and a green striped shirt.
So let's head to Maxine's diner.
Uncle Steve!
Nancy! Why, I haven't seen you since, for a long time. How's your...
Aunt Eloise. Oh, she's fine. And Dad says hello.
Your...
Okay, so I kind of just skipped through that conversation because I just didn't want to be bored with the details. But essentially what it was is just getting debriefed on the whole case. Apparently nobody knew if it had any enemies. Nobody really, like, I guess he was just one of those nobody kids that anybody really cared about. But the only thing that they had that was suspicious about him was the fact that he had a huge bank account and so on and so forth, and that they think everything was kept in a journal because they couldn't find anything on email, so on and so forth. If you make, how do I put this correctly? Like I said earlier, make sure you check every single inch of this place because there are hidden messages everywhere. And I'm not just saying that because, it's just one game that's kind of forewarning you. No, that's every Nancy Drew game. And I haven't played every Nancy Drew game, but I plan to. And if you guys enjoy these Nancy Drew games, then we'll definitely get into it. So here's what we discussed about, getting quarters, more quarters, wherever you find them, because then you can play the songs on the jukebox. Interesting fact that says Nancy Drew backwards. Yeah. You can play different music. You get Easter eggs for doing this. You have a weird game called Aggregation. I don't know what that's all about. You got Barnacle Blast and Aggregation. There are Easter eggs everywhere, and you get like sort of like a little check mark at the very end because they have a list at every end of the game to show you, oh, you did all this, you did this part, you win, yada yada yada. And the ending of Barnacle Blast, like reaching the last level, was one of them, and playing every song on the jukebox. That's another one that I can remember from. Let's see, what else? Move forward a little bit because it's a little hard.
Welcome to Maxines. I'm Daryl Gray. I don't think I've seen you here before.
My name's Nancy Drew. I just moved down here. My knee.
Then you'll be a...
Okay, so we just got done talking to the student body president of the school that we're going to. He just kind of debriefs you on, what you're doing, exactly what the case is about, and that apparently he has special contacts, quotations, so that tell him that a special detective is coming in. We're gonna explore the kitchen. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about this guy. When playing this game, this kid, oh man, this kid is the king of not taking a hint. I'm just gonna say it that way. There is actually an Easter egg where, since you're seeing Ned, even though you don't really get to meet him, there's a one with Ned that you actually get to avoid all his flirtations. So yeah, he's a flirty little birdie. Hey, look, a ladle. Ladle. On there, aw, poor breakup note. It's a little sad note. Something happened, and it was sad. Well, at least it's good to know that this place keeps up to health code regulations. You got your first aid medical kit, employees have to wash their hands, and so on and so forth. We pretty much can only just explore this one area. And there's the work schedule. So there's the kid, I'm guessing that either that was the day he died, or the days he died, or something else. I'm not entirely sure. At least they have a holiday. Some places don't even close for the holiday. Like, I was working for a certain retail company, and they closed for holidays. Like, well, not entirely closed for holidays. Like, they did close early on Christmas Eve, and they were closed on Christmas. So there was that. That was a good thing. Hey, look, bolt cutters. Oh boy, that's not good. We gotta get out of here. We either gotta get out of here, or we gotta figure out what do you do? They don't even have like tools here to fix it. How am I supposed to fix this? How am I supposed to fix this? Oh. That's not good. So let's try this again. Let's do it again. What do we do? Let's use a ladle. I don't know what else I'm gonna be using that for. Good. Man, you figured that thing would be fixed. Gosh. I mean, why wouldn't you fix that? That's kind of something important you would fix in a restaurant if one of your gas pipes were loose.
Looks like something was removed here.
Yes, I know this. I saw something in the fridge back. Let's head back there. Can I look at this? Yes, I can. Yay. Closing procedures. Why would you not know this? Alright, well, I guess that would be helpful to know if you were like a new employee in the building. That would be important. And then you got, what are these numbers? Why are these numbers? Well, there's numbers and then like I think that's like HG13, I don't know. Besides that pipe back there, everything seems, I guess, would be in order and check or something. I'm trying to talk because I don't want to listen to this music. It's like, why on earth would you listen to this? This is not the kind of music you would hear in a 50s and 60s themed diner. I mean, put in some Elvis. You know? Put in some rock and roll. Alright, well, let's leave before this music drives me crazy. So, let's go to school. And now the music seems a little bit morbid. So, established. Explore. Maybe there's something in this hallway. Apparently their mascot's the Fighting Manatees, which would seem appropriate, essentially, because you know, it's a Florida school, so that would seem appropriate for a mascot. Now, so here. I think we need to find. Let's look for that kid's locker. There it is, covered in police tape. And I think the code. Let's see. Let me see. Is it like in text lingo? Like the numbers you would push to text it if it was one of those old flip phones? Yeah. Okay, so we got an empty movie case. A Judo Today with a specific article circled about a masked marauder flattening foes. English essays with a piece of notebook paper in it. And then what else? Oh, newspaper. Break-in at local pharmacy. Okay, it seems like drugs were missing. The police don't know what happened. Well, let's just. I don't want to bore you with the silly details. So let's just keep going. Oh, here we go. Let's look at this. This might tell us something. Well, they got a surf club. They've got homecoming. I don't know why you'd have a map of the U.S. And yeah, well, they're not. They post. Man, this kind of puts schools to shame, sort of, because you see everything on here for this little bulletin board. And there's a code. That's gonna be important. Like, they even have chemical safety procedures. What the heck? My high school didn't have that. My high school had blank white walls and gray lockers. That's all they had. That's just, man, come on, people. At least keep going. We got the library and the gym. There's another board. Oh, they have an honor student. Honor student of the month. That's good to hear. They don't do that in my. Yeah, they don't. What? Who created this game? What kind of school did they go to when they were younger? Because you don't see that in schools, or at least in my school you didn't. Another code with IRD2. Let's just keep going. Oh, hey, look, another quarter. Yay! Now, see, there's our homecoming banner. See here. Book sale, Scholastic book sale had that. Didn't have a computer club. Then it had women's volleyball, and we did have a drum team. I was actually in the drama team. There's another note. I'm wondering, you know, did the Jake leave these before he died? Did he leave those before he died? And then I guess. Okay, let's keep going. There is to the library and the study. Let's go straight, so we were kind of just like going around in a circle, sort of. Another bulletin board. More passwords or stuff. Let's see here. Nowhere to turn to, nowhere to hide. Let the be your answer guide. I don't think I can read that. I know that word's too. I can point out certain words, but I don't know how to say the whole thing. I suck at this kind of stuff. Why am I playing this game? Like, seriously, why? Okay, F. I can't figure it out. Oh at this code stuff. That tells you one thing, I'm not meant to be a spy. Yeah, let's keep going. We can't go to the roofs. Which I guess would make sense, because I mean you're using a bathroom. There's an eye chart. Let me see here. Let me see here. It says, so what does the eye chart say? Let's go back to it. It says, if anything happens to me, look in my chemistry book, page 305. Hey, well, you know, I figured out the puzzle. I figured this one out. That's surprising. I normally don't get those kind of puzzles.
Whoa, a new girl at school. Do you realize what destiny has brought you today? Yours truly, Hector Sanchez. But you can just call me the Hulk.
Okay, so I had to end that conversation early, or at least just cut it out, because I don't deal with braggy people. I can't. I just can't. When people start bragging, it's like, just shut up. Just shut it. I could care less what you've done. I could care less how you've done it. Just stop. You're ruining my first impression of you. Let's see here. We got soda. It's kind of nice that they offer soda. My school did that. I'm sorry, I'm like comparing this to all my old school, my high school. Alright, let's see here. We got the library and the study dome. So let's just keep going. See, maybe if we find more bulletin boards and stuff like that. So there's one. There's the library. So we'll probably come back to that later. Let's see here. Photography, video club, have that. But apparently his nickname is the Hulk, and he's like really great at football, and he's expecting college people to come in and, you know, like essentially just make him go to a good school. And he was so arrogant about football. He didn't even say what he was planning on doing. He just said football, because he was planning on going to the pros. And if you think you can do it to where you can go into the pros, go for it. If you think you're that good to try and go for the pros, then go for it. I'm not gonna say no, football players should not go into the pro league. No, there's another code. I'm not gonna say that. that's mean and that's rude. So I'm just not gonna say that. I was a nerd, so I didn't really play any sports. I tried when I was a kid, and then I kind of quit, and then I kind of just got left to do with whatever I wanted to do. There's some nice Nancy Drew art right there. There's the logo. Oh, and a quarter. Yay, quarters! Quarters for everybody. Quarters for everybody who wants a soda. Let's see here. Okay, so now we're in the study dome. There's another quarter. Yay! Quarters! Quarters are so cool. Kinda. Somebody's been studying, didn't throw away their garbage. Oh, there's another quarter. Oh, here's a student. We'll come back to him in a second. Let's look at this bulletin board. So, yeah, seeing stuff like this just kind of puts me to shame about the school I went to. Like, nothing. All I had was morning announcements. They never posted anything on the walls. They never did anything like that. Anything that was a bulletin board was used for art, because art had its own little section. That was really about it.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Hal Tanaka. Actually, my first name is much longer than that. But I want to fit in here in America, so I chose Hal as my nickname.
He's a foreign exchange student from Japan, I think, if I remember that correctly. And he's there to get into a good college and build up his grades and so on and so forth. Oh, there's another quote. It's kind of, oh, it's down here at the bottom. There's about entries for stuff. Okay. But anyway, he's a foreign exchange student from Japan, and he's there to essentially just get good grades, get a good education, and make his way up in the world. So let's see here. Where do we go? Let's keep going this way. There's another board. Well, we're going to end off this episode here today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. There's a lot more mysteries to be solved here in Nancy Drew Secrets Can Kill. There's something secret about each and every one of the students, and I think we actually have one more to interview before we can start going deeper into the questions about how well they know each other and so on and so forth. So I will see you guys on the next episode. And remember, if you like this episode, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate that too. Until the next Nancy Drew episode, I will see you guys later. So, bye.